is JD with a new edition of Weekly News Pills, a bouquet of handpicked events in last 7 days from across the planet. I would request you to like and share these weekly news stories, subscribe to my channel, and put in your valuable comments. Your comments will be a guiding light in my endeavor. News Pill 1. Facebook, Ray-Ban launch smart glasses. Who will wear them?
Mark Zuckerberg and his team at Facebook are the latest tech company to try to make video glasses go mainstream. The social media giant Thursday unveiled what it calls BanStories, its first pair of smart glasses, which allows wearers to capture photos and short videos, of course, to easily post on Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Users can also listen to music and podcasts, as well as take calls. Zuckerberg touted his push toward virtual and augmented reality in a slickly produced Facebook video. Facebook has teamed up with Ray-Ban to make its model look less geeky and address privacy measures by including an LED light that appears when the glasses are recording. Facebook, which has faced its own barrage of criticism over privacy and user data, said it would not access the media used by its smart glasses customers without their consent, and the $299 glasses would be an, quote, ads-free experience.
7 years after the ill-fated Google Glass and 5 years after Snapchat rolled out spectacles, another tech giant is trying its hand at internet-connected smart glasses, hoping that this time around things might be different and people will wear them. It's Facebook. It's not clear if people will wear connected virtual or augmented reality eyewear not meant for gaming. Facebook is putting its stake in Ray-Bans in a partnership with the European company EssilorLuxottica. On Thursday, the companies unveiled BanStories, connected eyewear with built-in speakers and a microphone for making calls, a companion app that isn't Facebook, and a charging case. The spectacles cost US $299 and are available in the US, UK, Canada, Italy, Ireland, and Australia. Facebook said the glasses let people capture live spontaneous moments as they happen from a unique first-person perspective, as well as listen to music, talk to people, and using the Facebook View app, share photos and videos on the social media. Facebook signed a multi-year partnership with EssilorLuxottica. The glasses are the first version of what's likely to be more wearable gadgets as the social media giant looks for platforms beyond smartphones. Newspill 2. Amazon offers to pay college fees for 750,000 US staff.
And Amazon has pledged to cover the cost of college tuition for all of its 750,000 frontline workers in the US beginning in January. The decision comes at a time when the US e-commerce giant is struggling to attract and retain staff amid an industry-wide labour shortage. Amazon said it would invest a total of $1.2 billion in the scheme by 2025.
Amazon has offered to cover the cost of college tuition of all 750,000 of its frontline workers in the US. It comes as the online shopping giant struggles to attract and retain staff amid an industry-wide labor shortage. The firm said it would invest US $1.2 billion in the scheme, with workers able to access the annual funding for as long as they remain at Amazon. It is the latest big firm to to offer to fund workers' education after similar moves by Walmart and Target. The shopping giant said it would also cover other types of education, including high school diplomas and English language courses, as well as extending on the job career training to 300,000. Amazon is now the largest job creator in the US, and they feel that investing in free skill training for their teams can have a huge impact for hundreds of thousands of families across the country, said Dave Clark, head of worldwide consumer at Amazon. Newsbill 3. Plans for $400 billion new city in the American desert unveiled.
If you could build a city from scratch, what would it look like? Would you get rid of traffic? Make it sustainable? Or maybe just keep work and play within a 15-minute commute?
The mission of Tolosa is to create a more equitable and sustainable future.
Billionaire Mark Lohr hopes to do exactly that, potentially targeting the Sonoran Desert as his blank canvas.
What we're trying to do is combine sort of the best of different cities in the world and bring it together.
The former Walmart exec dreams that Tolosa becomes as vibrant as New York, as clean and efficient as Tokyo, and as sustainable as Stockholm.
And in the best case scenario, we can create a higher quality of life for millions of people.
But is this utopia built in the desert even possible? So Lohr hopes by 2030 to have the first part of Tolosa built. It will be hard to do, but hopes for the best.
I mean, if you don't have big ideas and if you don't try them, how are you going to advance?
The cleanliness of Tokyo, the diversity of New York, and the social services of Stockholm. Billionaire Mark Lohr has outlined his vision for a 5 million person new city in America and appointed a world-famous architect to design it. Now, he just needs somewhere to build it and $400 billion in funding. The former Walmart executive last week unveiled plans for Tolosa, a sustainable metropolis that he hopes to create from scratch in the American desert, taking its name from the ancient Greek word telos, meaning a term used by the philosopher Aristotle to describe an inherent or higher purpose. The ambitious 150,000 acre proposal promises eco-friendly architecture, sustainable energy production, and a purportedly drought-resistant water system. A so-called 15-minute city design will allow residents to access their workplaces, schools, and amenities within a quarter-hour commute of their homes. Although planners are still scouting for locations, possible targets include Nevada, Utah, Idaho, Arizona, Texas, and the Appalachian region, according to the project's official website. The announcement was accompanied by a series of digital renderings by Bjark Ingels Group, or BIG, the architecture firm hired to bring Lohr's utopian dream to life. The images show residential buildings covered with greenery and imagined residents enjoying abundant open space. With fossil fuel powered vehicles banned in the city, autonomous vehicles are pictured traveling down sunlit streets alongside scooters and pedestrians. Another image depicts a proposed skyscraper dubbed Equitism Tower, which is described as a beacon for the city. The building features elevated water storage, aeroponic farms, and an energy-producing photovoltaic roof that allow it to share and distribute all its producers. The first phase of construction, which would accommodate 50,000 residents across 1,500 acres, comes with an estimated cost of $25 billion. The whole project would be expected to exceed $400 billion, with the city reaching its target population of 5 million within 40 years. Funding will come from various sources, project organizers said, including private investors, philanthropists, federal and state grants, and economic development subsidies. Planners hope to approach state officials very soon with a view to welcoming the first resident by 2030. Newspill 4. Higher stress levels raise blood pressure, risk of heart attack and stroke, study finds. Is that stress pumping steadily through your veins? Even if your blood pressure is normal right now, high stress levels may put you at risk of developing hypertension within the next decade or so, a new study found. When the stress hormone cortisol continues to increase over time, you may also be at higher risk of having a stroke, heart attack, or heart disease, according to the research published Monday in Circulation, the Journal of the American Heart Association. It's yet another study illustrating the link between the mind and a person's heart health, said cardiologist Dr. Glenn Levine, a professor of medicine at Baylor College of Medicine in Houston, who was not involved in this study. Stress, depression, frustration, anger, and a negative outlook on life not only makes us unhappy people, but negatively impact our health and longevity, said Levine, who chaired the AHA's scientific statement on the connection between mental well-being and heart disease. Becoming aware of what triggers your stress allows you to be able to stop those automatic hormonal responses before they trigger your circulatory system. Often we let our mind quickly react to something before we have truly had time to allow our higher levels of cognitive functioning, our prefrontal cortex, to weigh in. Levine said, we want to pause, ponder, and digest this and take a couple of seconds to decide what is the most skillful way to react. That's all for today. Thank you for being with me. Goodbye and see you in my next episode.